Well, hey guys, it's about a week later now, and I think I have finished it, the circular saw. Basically, the only thing that I needed to buy was this pulley here, or flywheel, or whatever it's called, and everything else kinda I got from scrap that was laying around here. I did some cutting yesterday, and I was kind of surprised how sharp this old blade is. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been cutting for like 20 years or so, so that's kind of interesting. But I'm not really quite sure how to sharpen these teeth, because these teeth are not replaceable. I mean, you just kind of sharpen them and then you continue cutting, I think. It's a very old style blade, but it cuts very well. Also, I'm very glad that I got to reuse these old bearings. I mean, they look rugged as hell, but they are pretty good actually. I took the bearings apart and they are in pretty good condition inside. What is interesting that the bearing both are 40mm, but one is slightly duller than the other, so that's kind of interesting. I have had to kind of configure my frame after these bearings, but I got it pretty much centered, so that's neat. I also went with a simple kind of design here. These chains will stop the blade from falling any further, or the bush pad falling any further, and they are on both sides, so yeah. And yeah, added some wheels also, because this thing is quite heavy and it's pretty hardcore to lift this thing up by hand. And also this small engine, it's pretty good actually. I was kind of surprised how well it was cutting, but I'm gonna try some thicker logs now, something like this, and see how it handles this. But yesterday when I was cutting, I didn't even use full throttle, I just went halfway, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. And yeah, now I'm gonna show you how I will use it to cut the firewood. There are a couple of things that I still need to add, like how far out I will push it. So there's some sort of limiter here, so the cuts will be all the same length. And some safety features also need to be added for this belt. Some logs that are bigger than this area here will kinda rub against the belt, so I need to build some kind of cover on this. And also this bolt, this will be going round also, so I wouldn't want to, you know, put my finger there, because then it's bye finger, I think. Don't want to try it, but I'm pretty sure. And I'm glad I got to use this centrifugal clutch thing, because it works very well on this bench. At least as I was cutting yesterday, it was pretty perfect. And these clutches are pretty inexpensive. They're under $100, so it's not an issue to get a new one if they wear out eventually. Yeah, and also a simple tensioning system is, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. It was a very simple build. Took me only 2 days to do. Mostly I got all the parts around here, and I only had to buy few things. I wanted to do this a long time ago, but I had some other projects that I needed to finish. So I'm glad I finally managed to do this. So yeah, let's see how this cuts, okay? So yeah, that's that. That's how it works. But I think if you notice it, there was slightly a small amount of power loss, and this did not come from the engine. The engine performed very well, but the power loss came from this pulley. It started to slip on this shaft because I don't have this, what do you call this, locking finger pin here. I need to realign this shaft and then gonna lock it in place, because this shaft started to slip on this, and this pulley started to slip on this shaft. I didn't even have the special kind of glue between the steel here, but I'm gonna buy the glue and make a finger lock here, so ensure that this shaft does not slip. Also, I don't have a finger lock here also. You can see that the shafts are kind of misaligned, but this is so strongly on this shaft that I'm kind of unable to get this clutch off the engine. So this is like welded shut. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need a lock here or not, but I think one day I will also pull this clutch off, at least try to pull it off, and then I will also add a locking pin here also. But other than that, it performed very well. I think it took me like 5 or 6 minutes to cut this bale of lumber, and I also went very thick, as you can see here. This is quite thick beam kind of deal, but it's rotten, so I'm not gonna use it in a construction project. This is all rotten wood, so that's why I got this up. As you can see here, also completely rotten wood, so I don't want to use this on any other project. That's why I got it up. So yeah, that's how it works, and thank you for watching, I guess. Bye.